Formatting your posts are key to maintaining your WordPress portfolio. We're going to start by going to view all of our posts and talk a little bit about some of your options there. To do this, go to Posts and All Posts. The very first post you're going to see in there is your Hello World post. This is the default post and you're going to want to trash it. Before we trash it though, we're going to use it as a little example of some things to look at in your all post page. First thing that should reach out and grab you is when was this published? So you can see the publish date over here. If you accidentally publish something you don't want to, you can go to Quick Edit and move it to Draft or Pending Review. And that'll kind of unpublish it but keep it located in your post to be edited. The next thing you want to look at is categories. If you have anything that is uncategorized, that kind of says that you weren't being very detail oriented when you created that post. Again, Quick Edit, you can go down, change the category, you can add your tags here as well, click the Update button. If you have a post that you just want to get rid of, you're not pleased with the content, go to Trash, throw it away. To go into your post to edit it, click Edit. We're going to trash this Hello World post. To add new post, go up to Posts and Add New. The title will be your headline. We're going to dismiss that. And we're going to do some tips for your portfolio. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, I have some text I've actually just kind of placed on my clipboard and I'm going to paste it in. A little tip for you, you have two ways to kind of edit. One is the text, that would be if you know some HTML. The other is visual. This might be a more familiar editor for you. You can also toggle the toolbar so that you see additional items. So check that you're in visual, toggle your toolbar, you're ready to go. Now I'll go ahead and paste that text. And this works just like any other text editor. Up here you can change if you want a font to be bold, you want to alter the text color. You have some defaults for what headings would look like. Those can be nice to use to kind of keep things consistent. The default is to not have that bold or to have it black, so that would be what that would look like. You can go through and italicize. You can add links. Here's a nice feature for your links. You can link to existing content. So if you want to link to another page or another post, you can do that right there. You can also link to a URL. So that linking feature is quite handy. One of the habits you want to get into is using all of the material on the right side of your navigator. We talked about kind of the publish settings when we were in all posts and we looked at draft statuses, etc. If you are working on a post but not ready to publish it, go ahead and save it as a draft. Preview will pop it into a browser, allowing it to appear as if it were on your page. As you get used to WordPress, that's a pretty valuable tool to use. The visibility, is it public, is it published? This is one of my favorite features. Changing the publish immediately time. So say you're done with this, but you just put up some other content. This is a great way to have your portfolio page look consistently updated, even though maybe you worked all on it in one day. So you can change this date to somewhere in the future and it'll publish automatically at that date. Down here, you have formats for your post. These change depending on your theme. So for example, if I wanted to change this to a quote post, let's preview what that looks like. And that's what a quote post looks like. So experimenting with that, looking at the documentation is something I would highly recommend. We're going to leave this one a standard post. Going on down the right hand side, next is your categories. And again, categories are critical for organization on your page, to make it look polished, etc. Never leave something uncategorized. If you have nested, you don't need to click both of them. Just click the nested one. Otherwise, it's going to kind of show up under a random writing category and under news. If you realize at this point you'd like to add a new category, you can do that here. Tags. It is important to differentiate between tags and categories. One thing you can do is think of tags as subtopics or search topics. They're a little more specific than categories. So perhaps you're doing a sports story and it's a KU basketball story. Tag it KU basketball. Tag it some of the sources you used. Put your name in as a tag. What you'll find is you have some most used tags that you can kind of evolve in there. Setting featured images. If you select that, it'll direct you to your library of all your files you've uploaded. You can select whatever image you would like, set it as your featured image. When you have finalized your post, all you need to do is click Publish, and your post will appear on your site.